have been so cool if I could have just done this in one go and made a VOD of it. That is so funny. Isn't that just exactly what you expect from... I shouldn't have called it a mindful stream. I should have called it a resilient stream. How to be resilient. Hey, I'm back. Like, how funny is that? You know, life is so damn ironic. I can hear you voices in my head. Hey, you're back. We are resilient. Oh, bless. Thank you, Monkins, for using the any love. It's funny though, isn't it? Like, I would have loved to have a stream that's sort of like this, that captures this in one go, that I can just brilliantly put together and say, hey, this is what we did, and here's like a 10-minute video. Is your angry one? My angry one is actually Windows, so you're not far off. Oh my soul. Okay, I really don't want to say all of it again, so we're going to go with, we've got a happy emotion, we've got a calm emotion, we've got a sad emotion, we've got an angry emotion. Oh, almost finished your piggy. Oh, you went with piggy. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, what made me calm? Ah, I've got a nice one for calm. When I was thinking of what I could do, I actually went and I listened to a lady talk about mandalas. And she actually, I told you guys I have a Skillshare subscription because I want to learn more about art and things. So I got a Skillshare subscription. And when I was looking at, you know, what other people do for mindfulness, this lady did mandala. So when I was looking into that, I actually draw some mandalas, and that actually made me really, really calm. Mandalas. So that was an interesting one. Ah, Ella! Welcome, Raiders! Hello, hello! Welcome to our mindfulness evening. Oh, goody! So I can actually give an explanation and not feel bad, and then we'll just clip out the first crash part of it. Yeah. Welcome, Raiders. We are doing a mindfulness stream where I'm sort of talking us through my little process of how I unpack my day. Especially some days I kind of feel really low, and I do a lot of negative self-talk. So sometimes you need a little bit of help, and this is my little bit of help. So welcome to the stream. My name is Fireball Annie. I usually stream Guild Wars 2 in-game content like raids and challenge mode fractals, and then we usually go and do some other things, sometimes even horror games. A lot of horror games actually. So yeah. First time viewer. Prelude Wish, steampunk aeronauts raiding with airships, clockworks, copper, cogs, corsets, and of course, steam. Oh, I love it. I love it. Welcome, welcome. I love horror games while watching. Lilulation, thank you for the follow. It's set to... I don't know if I managed to change it. I was trying to change it earlier and take it off. It's set to a 10-minute cooldown for first-time chats because a little bit of caution with the hate raids that was going around, but it shouldn't take too long. So we're doing a mindful stream, like I said, and what it is just me talking through my little process of unpacking my day, especially with lockdown blues. I've been struggling a little bit with I have very bad cabin fever with all the lockdown. I'm in Melbourne, and we've been locked down for like, I'm going to go with almost 2 years, because we went into hard lockdown in March last year, and we're still in lockdown. We managed to get out for a little bit, so it's been a little bit of a mental mess from time to time dealing with that, but working through this little process has really helped me. And it is in 3 sections. The first section, I start with writing my name, not Fireball Annie, but my actual real life name. And when I do it, I try and write it as pretty as I can in a calligraphy style. And in that moment, it's actually I don't know if it's a real thing or not, but it's a positive validation. So even when I'm feeling very negative to myself, seeing my name written pretty and knowing that I wrote it pretty makes me feel a little bit better. I, of course, give it the date so I can remember where it is. And then I do a section that I call Stickfigure Feelings. And it's just 4 blocks in which I've assigned a color to an emotion. And I do a little stick figure drawing of that emotion, of how I felt in that moment. and then I sort of pause on that moment, and it helps me process that moment. So far we've assigned the color yellow to the feeling of happy, or the emotion of happy. Calm to the feeling of, or the emotion of green I've assigned to calm. Blue I've assigned to sad, and red to angry. Now, the other day somebody asked me, why do I assign blue to sad when it's a happy color? And that's why I'm going to tell you that when I think of happy thoughts, I think of the sun, I think of egg yolks, and I think of bright colors like this. I think of lemons, actually, lemons in the garden as well. It makes me happy. Calm, I think of summer, and in particular I think of freshly mowed lawns. That makes me calm. I like to think upon that. Sadness for me is distance. So when I think of the blue, I think of blue mountains in the distance. I don't think of blue necessarily as a sad color. I think just of the distance, so I can associate blue with that sadness, especially in paintings. When you think of distance, you think they usually paint that in blue. And angry, of course, is red. You can call it passion as well, but yeah. Well, people say they are feeling blue too. Yeah, I think associating a sadness and so on with the color blue is not a new thing. But, you know, I think it also depends on the shade of blue, but I don't know. I'm not an expert. Big disclaimer, I am not a medical health professional. I am not an expert at all. This is just my little process in all the things that I don't know, I just like journaling, and this is sort of what I do to help me cope with my days. So my feeling that made me happy is I had a mail in Discord from a friend that I haven't heard from in a while, and that made me happy because I was really worried about her and her health, because she is in California and I haven't heard from her in a while, and of course my mind went to very sad thoughts. So I'm happy that I heard from her. Calm, when I was researching some of the terminology to use, like mindfulness, is it okay if I call it mindful? I actually came across a little Skillshare course on mandalas, and I actually participated in some of those mandalas, and that made me feel really calm. Not just because, and I'll draw a stick figure drawing of it, and the drawings are without judgment or anything like that. I'll make it a big one. Can I judge my circle, or is that cheating? I'll just do that. She was so good at explaining mindfulness and centering in the moment, and it's like, yeah, I already knew all of that, and just having proper terminology with that was kind of cool. I should have called it a doily, my doily mandala. No judgment. No judgment. Yeah, you're right. No judgment. So seeing the mandalas was interesting. Oopsie. Dante, your journal had mandalas in the other day, and that was kind of cool. And that mandalas reminded me how much fun it is to focus. I'm going to say fun to focus. That made me really calm. And before the internet decides to be my friend again, let me hit save. Let's see. So if you haven't done it already, draw your little block for happy, draw your little block for calm, draw a little stick figure drawing to remind you of that, and just a little description underneath it. I'm going to discreetly take a sip of my hot drink, which I call tea, but it's really coffee. But Whistler's starting to know me too well. I can literally draw a guinea pig in every box, to be honest. And then so it shall be. So it shall be, why not? My sad emotion today is I really planned to go for a walk, and then the weather changed and life happened, and I just didn't get out to do it. So I'm calling that my sad emotion for the day. And I'm going to call it too slow the weather changed. Maybe I should just give a little bit more details, like no walk, no walk, no walk, too slow, the weather changed. I was really kind of sad about that because the sun was shining, but the wind was just blowing something fierce. Okay, am I drawing for this one? I think I'll draw a tree. How do you draw a tree? Oh, that'll be a tree. It looks like a happy person. So that's a tree. And then this is just the wind blowing. Oh yeah, okay. That works for me. Does it look like the wind blowing? Oh. Wow, did it change to the magnifying glass? What did I do? What is the shortcut key for this? Shift and B. Blob brush. I need the blob brush. So the wind changed, made me sad. I should try and make it that way. I might have better luck doing it that way. Okay, so no walk, I was too slow and the weather changed. That kind of made me sad. Let's give you some grass as well. So that's my sad emotion for the day. And then what made me angry is Windows forced an update on my computer which changed all my settings again, especially my sound settings, and that made me really mad. Like, I wish they'd stop doing it. I think it's so naughty and unethical. You know? And then every time I try and read the help documents, it opens it up in Edge, and I don't want Edge either. So Windows forced an update and reset all my settings. That made me really angry. How will I draw it? Well, first of all, I'll draw a computer. And then I can't remember what the Windows logo looks like. Let's call it that. Then with grubby arms. Look. Nobody wanted the update. I don't know if that's the Windows logo. Okay. So here's my 4 emotions that I can remember of the day. What made me happy was the mail I got. What made me calm was looking into the terminology and finding that mandala. Windows has a special skill for inciting anger that I wish I didn't have. You and me both. It is so annoying, specifically because I definitely always ask them not to. Every time they do an update, it renames my drivers. Why on earth would you rename my microphone driver? And then I have to just reset things in 5 places. And you know that's not consistent. Next time they will actually just rename it all back. Drives me nuts. I can't imagine you angry, Annie, but I know that I don't want to ever see it. I usually have little moments where I get irritated and then I get over it. If I ever really get angry, I go very quiet. You don't want to see that. That becomes scary, I think. Yeah, I haven't seen oh, it did it again. Oh no! And Gildors is gone as well. Oh no. We shall call this the resilience stream. Oh wait, am I still connected? Oh, can you hear me? Oh no. It's the end of the world as we know it. You're gonna have to have a look at the widescreen for a second. I'm just gonna try and open up Illustrator. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Yeah. That's okay. It's a stick figure drawing down there. Just a quick stick figure. Enjoy this screen of darkness and the calming tones of my voice. Now I shall yodel for you. I know, but I am overcomplicating. That's fine. It's the first time you're doing this with me. Go for your life. Overcomplicated. It streamlines over time. I didn't just come up with this one to impress you guys. I really do this every day, and I've been doing it for about probably about. I started last year June, and I have different variations of it. Like I have different iterations and different sections of things that I put in there, because it's not the same every single day. Mental health stream. So yeah, let me just quickly sign into Guildwars. I'm using Guildwars as my backup stream in case, my backup screen in case Illustrator decides to do wobbly things. But it seems to be doing its own thing as well, doesn't it? And that's okay. Close your eyes, enjoy the dark screen. Listen to my deep voice.